WNDW. It's at 533. I want to talk about this stock. It's one that rose up, and it rose up around this time last year, heading into March of 2021. So when we go back and look at where we were in 2020, where we came to in 2021, now we've came through 2021, and we went through another dip. As we went through another dip, and it's been on a trajectory downward, it's one of those that has a possibility that it can definitely continue, or it could rise back up again like it did last year, and it could head to a new high come March 2022. On this one, a lot of the things in the market are down. This is another one of those. But if the trajectory went the other way, you could be looking at a healthy profit. But I think this one could be a long hold play if you're looking into the future. The reason is with WNDW, there are solar wind technologies, and when you look at them, they're a developer of transparent liquid electricity, coating and processes which generate electricity on glass and plastic. So when you're looking at windows and solar technology, this is one where I went to, and it's worth going and looking at their form, their 10Q. Doing your research that way on a pink 533 for the OTCs. This is September 3rd, 2021. Like I said, if you go and check out their 10Q, come to your own conclusion. One of the things I look at is the PB ratio. Now, this is a good matrix to value stocks of companies with large tangible assets in their balance sheet. A lower PB ratio can mean that the stock is undervalued or something is fundamentally wrong with the company. The price to book PB ratio compares the price of the stock with its book accounting value. The PB ratio on this is 37.23. So when we look at that, you got to do your research, come to your conclusion on how you feel the stock is valued. If you feel this can be a long-term gain stock, or if you feel that it's going to continue to plummet. The company was formerly known as New Energy Technologies and changed its name to Solar Window Technologies in March 2015. Solar Window Technologies was founded in 1998 and is based in New York. Solar Window Technologies is a subsidiary of Kaelin Capital Corporation. If you look at the Kaelin Capital Corporation, manages a diverse investment portfolio ranging from breakthrough technology companies. When I went and researched stuff on them, I came up with one of their post-IPO. So with one of those, it led me to RenovaCare. If you look at RenovaCare, RCAR, they're at $1.19 year to date. They've been plummeting down as well. With them, they had a break. So you look at when the IPOs came in on these companies and where they spiked at, and then the 2018 mark, the 2020 mark, 2022 could be where you see that rise again before maybe they fall, or maybe they rise and continue to rise in 2022. So RenovaCare products are under development. When you look at momentum compared to the S&P 500, they are negative, but they're reducing their negative compared to 9 months ago, 6 months ago, and now 3 months ago. They've been slowly dropping their negative. So I'd say their next one for a 3 month, they would probably be around that, somewhere in the 30s. So, like I said, these might be a long play, where if you're looking at long plays that could come back, you're probably looking at 9 months to a year to see these reverse and start showing you what you would like to see out of them. The capital structure on this one at 108 million. Total debt 55,000. Their cash 4 million. So their enterprise value was 104 million. And once again, this is on this RenovaCare. One thing I look at on some of these, if it helps, is when I go in and look at stocks, I'll check into common stocks held. Part of this common stock that's held, when you look at individual insiders, they have a large group of insiders that are holding stock in this company. You want to see that continue to rise, and you want to see a higher number there, so they have belief in their company. When it comes to public offerings, that number is lower than the insider amount, and institutions are holding a large amount. Sometimes these numbers can play into where you're going. So Pisces, do your due diligence. Make sure you take and go through and do as much research as you can on these companies. And like I said, when it comes to some of these, looking at these forms so you can see where the revenue is, see as far as you can, and trajectory, if they're going to be continuing to bring in revenue. Look at their equity, and going through every piece of information that these can give you can form a large opinion on how you value a stock and where you feel that stock may be going. So when it comes to your investments, make sure you do all the research you can. Make sure you know that company is pink and it has the ability to thrive moving into the future.